Welcome to the Ready to Love Season 7 exclusive interviews. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. Let's get into it. So during episode 2 of Ready to Love, Z unfortunately was eliminated this week from the show. But she is here at Couples Couch and she's ready to spill all the tea. So let's welcome Z to the show. Welcome, Z. Hi, Z. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me, guys.
We're so happy you could join us. So let's dive into your Ready to Love experience, right?
Yes.
Tell us, how competitive was it to get and keep the singles' attention during your time on the show?
I mean, I like during my time on the show, I really didn't, maybe I should have, but I really didn't have this whole competitive mindset because for me, like competition and love just, I don't know, it just don't mix like that, you know? So I was literally just naturally just like, I'm gonna be myself and try to get to know people. And as long as I know that I'm being genuine to me, then I'm not gonna have any regrets, you know?
Right.
So I mean, there was a couple times when I was trying to have conversation with a few of the fellas. Some of the girls would, well, not a lot of them. They were really sweet, to be honest. Maybe only one might try to come up and try to steal a guy, but I was more so like, well, you can join the conversation, but you're not taking him from this conversation right now. And so I'm ready to get up and leave. So it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't really too bad. More like honestly, I feel like looking back at it, I might have had better vibes with the girls on a more of a friendship level than the guys, obviously.
So like with the girls, it was more like you guys were in this together.
That's what it felt like with the majority of them, at least. That's what it felt
instead of like, all right, I'll step on you to get the man.
Yeah, I'm gonna step on. I mean, I don't know how it is when I leave, but for during the time I was there, and at least like that's what I exude as a person. Like naturally I am a girl's girl. So, and like I was saying, I have been raised as an only child, even though I have a sister. I have been raised by an only child. So when I see people and I have an opportunity to meet new people, I'm excited and I'm ready to get to know everybody. Like people give me a natural high. So
what about like when you guys aren't on camera, like do you all exchange numbers? Are you able to text and talk to the other singles on there? And how much of that goes to getting to know them?
We're able to exchange numbers. I feel like the first night, obviously I didn't exchange numbers like I wanted to, because I felt like it was weird because after that elimination process, none of the men were looking at me in my eyes. Like I was actually like staying there to see if like, hey, I want to still talk, like whatever. Like I'm not gonna, harbor any, bad feelings about it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it flowing, because obviously y'all didn't really get a chance to really know me like that.
Right.
So, but they were doing this whole like avoiding eye contact and stuff like that. And now I really see why, looking back at it, because they were not upfront with me in the second episode at all. Especially, the ones that said my name. I mean, I did feel the feeling was mutual with Lyndon and Anthony in terms of friendship vibes, homie vibes. We didn't really talk like that. Like the most, at the mixer, when I saw London, the most I was saying, Lyndon, I keep calling him London. When I saw Lyndon, the most I said to him was like, Jamaica, because, he's from Jamaica. So that's something that, I was vibing off of that with. And then Anthony, he was really quiet during the mixer, in my opinion, at least. And the few times we did talk was when we had to line up for Tommy or a certain type of announcement. And it was all very surface level so he was giving me homie vibes too at the same time. So like the feeling was mutual. The one I was mostly surprised about was DeMario that first night, because, when I talked to him afterward, he told me no, like he didn't say my name at all. We had good conversation. I'm like, why are you lying to my face? Now I look back at it, I'm like, damn, you lied straight to my face.
Right.
It was crazy. Like even the way episode 2 panned out, like, that whole brunch, like I was advised basically to, I was advised by production to say, hey, like, why don't you see like who sent you home? Like, I mean, who tried to send you home? yeah, they told me to do that. I was like, okay. And I get why they said, like, I get it, because it's kind of like, at least for me, it's kind of like, you know, there's nothing better than clarity, a peace of mind, right? So I was expecting people to be upfront and honest, and, you know, whoever did say my name, I'd be like, okay, well, thanks for not wasting my time. And I can move on to people that saw me as a possibility. And I'm like, you know, it's weird. Like some guys, they do this thing of like, you know, they don't tell you the real, like they don't keep it 100 because maybe they want you to still give them attention. Maybe they want you to still act like them, even though they're not feeling you like that. Like, I don't know if it was an ego thing for DeMario or whatever, but it spoke volumes when I saw that. I was like, oh, for real? You have all that to say? You got a lot to say about me behind my back, but you real nice in my face. That's interesting.
Yeah. So, okay, well, we all want to know, why did you appear so nervous on your one-on-one date with Blake? Please tell us.
That was the most uncomfortable date. Oh my God.
It was painful to watch.
Yeah.
It was painful. It was
they edited the editing. I was just like, oh God. Okay, so first off, it was like when I came in there, he was ready to say, "You nervous? Are you nervous? Are you nervous?" I'm like, dude, do you want me to be nervous? And so when I actually, like, I was the one starting the date with the first question because I wanted to, because they didn't really show a lot of the conversations I had with people at the brunch. I had a lot of good conversations, especially with the new guys. Mm-hmm. But I also had one with Jamel. Oh, I mean Blake. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes,
Jamel's his first name. I'm sorry, but I also had one with Blake, and we were talking about his children, like kids, and the conversation got discontinued. So I wanted to continue it at the date.
Okay.
So when I first asked him that question, he cuts me off to say, you know, I want to know about you, not if I could put a baby in you.
Where'd I do that at? Wait, what?
I was like, my stomach jumped. Like my stomach jumped because I was like, I want to leave. I want to get out now. But for some reason with the cameras, like you feel this obligation, you know, instead of just being real and be like in regular life and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then just never come back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, you know, like that is me, you know, trying to open up. Like I don't see how I can open up if you're not going to open up. Right. So I was just like, okay, well, you know, at that point I kind of threw in the towel, to be honest. And I was just like, okay, so what do you want to talk about?
The hula hoop. How did that
go? He's like, what do you want? Like, what do you do for fun? What do you do? And that was just one of the many things I said, you know, that, you know, I when I work out, I like to do fun things when I work out. And that includes hula hooping. And I have a weighted hula hoop that I hula hoop with, and it keeps my tummy flat. So anybody else who was saying like, oh, what grown woman hula hoops? Me.
I'm sorry. And you're right. Listen, it's practical. I'm with you. If it's weighted and it gives you a workout, do what you do. And I was my bad.
Well, it just came off like when he said, what do you like to do? Who are you? And you like, well, I like to laugh and I like hula hoop.
Yeah, like I'm like, yo, they really was putting the emphasis on my laugh. I get it. I like my laugh too. People tell me my laugh is contagious. That's fine. But damn, that's not all I do is laugh. Like I'm a loopy loop. Like I'm just like a silly.
You know what I mean? They ask you, and that's what we saw. So
we were like,
but of course, now it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, when I was watching this, I was like, oh my God, are they gonna just have me as like the funny girl who's silly and, you know, there's so many other things to me. Like even at the mixer when I was talking to Corvea, like we talked about journalism because that's what we have in common. We both were in journalism. We both worked at USA Today. We're both from Jersey. We had so much in common, and they cut all of that out. So I was like, okay, they definitely don't want to put, you know, me as a career-driven woman, you know, but more, you know, the silly version of me. And, you know, a lot of times people from the outside, they might get that misconception about me. I don't know if it's because I look like a deer in headlights sometimes. I don't know. And when I put my glasses on, it's a whole nother story. Like I put a whole nother persona, you know?
Right.
But yeah, it was just interesting how that date played out, because like whenever I was trying to ask him questions, he didn't even give me an answer. Like even I said, like, you know, so how's your dating life out here? Oh, I don't really date like that. You know?
No.
Right.
But exactly. And that I said that in my confessional and never aired, but I was like, what you doing here then? and then it was so contradicting, because he says to Natasha in episode 1 that, oh, I just meet people organically, you know, I just go up and talk to them. So it's like, dude, you not matching what you saying at all. So, and then when I was trying to tell him about my family, like I didn't just talk about my mom, I talked about my sister, I talked about my dad. I was talking about how family is so important to me, because that is a part of me. And when I said that, after that, he was like, okay, well, you told me about your family, you told me about your mom, you told me about your sister. What about you? What about you?
You're killing me.
And I'm just like, ugh.
But why do you sound just like him, though?
I'm just like, ew, like, what stories are you trying to pull from me right now? Because there's some of the questions were so reminiscent of the application, the Ready to Love application. So I'm like, are you really like here, or were you recruited or something? Because like, you sound like the application right now. He even asked me like, what's your most embarrassing moment?
Yeah,
that's from the Ready to Love application.
It's giving interview questions. Yeah,
interview questions, and you're not giving me anything to be open with you. I even told him like that's the thing. Like they were trying to make me seem like I was closed off, but I even told him my most embarrassing moment. I'm glad it didn't air, but I told him,
right?
You know, so it's like, how am I being closed off when I'm giving you this information? It was an interview because it was an interrogation, because he did not want to open up and share any information about him.
Right.
Not at all.
And I want to, was that date set up, or did you all pick to go on a date with each other?
I don't know about him, but I ain't never asked him. I ain't say his name. After I found out, okay, he 87% sure that he want to have kids. Oh no, that he doesn't. He's 87% sure he doesn't want to have kids. There's a 13% chance, but why am I wasting my time with that?
Right.
And who chops it up like that?
That's pretty precise.
We got to see you on a bad date. What about since then? What is your dating life like today?
Or are you even in a relationship?
No, right now I'm not. I am like that was one thing I was honest about. Like, I'm taking the time to love myself. And right now I am very, even with the show, I'm busy, but even with like, I'm in grad school right now. So it's kind of thing like I might have to go on campus. So, you know, with all the moving, it's kind of like whoever finds me within that realm of how I'm moving and maybe on campus or whatever, whoever finds me where I'm at, trying to achieve my goals, I'll look at it as an opportunity for love, for sure. But we definitely have to be yoked and have the same type of goals on the same level. It has to be in my environment, what I'm putting myself in, you know?
Yeah, I agree. So last question, final question.
Gotcha.
How do you want to be remembered on your Ready to Love journey? But don't sing a song.
That was very random. I understand that. I was like, hey, why not?
Just bust out in melody. I was like,
they were like, huh?
I mean, was this something you just made up on the spot?
I was just like, yeah. It's actually, you know what? To be honest, it was actually like a roll call in college, kind of like, my name is Z. I'm from, you know, it was that type of thing. It was like a roll call. So I was just like, all right, like, let's just have some fun with it, because I'm definitely you're not gonna remember me crying.
I know that's right.
So I'd rather you remember me in some other way. You could be like, what was it? I'm confused. Yeah, be confused, sure.
Hey, long as to remember you, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I would like to be remembered as, you know, a person that was genuine, that is ready for love, just not with the people that were on the show. I am career driven, but I'm looking for stability with my person. And in my life, my goals have been to create a strong foundation for myself. so that when that right person comes along, I'm ready to, we could intertwine both of our foundations and make a kingdom, you know, a kingdom where we could have generational wealth for our little babies or little children, you know? So that's really my goal.
Okay. Well, Z, I thank you so much for taking time out of your super busy schedule to join us here at Couples Couch, right?
Of course.
Thank you. And then to everyone out there, thank you for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button to support our channel. Also, drop your comments in the comment section below. Couples Couch and Z would love to hear from you. Again, I thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you in the next exclusive interview. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Z.
Bye.
Bye.